Good morning. My name is Josh Axelson, and I serve as the coordinator of alternative programs at the Kane County Regional Office of Education. The purpose of this video is I want to speak briefly about the importance of school attendance, especially during the COVID era. Over these past 5 months, we've seen an unprecedented time in the United States and even in our area of Illinois. With schools closing down, technically for in-person learning last March, the way that school is seen and how our students access educational services has changed a little bit. This upcoming fall, things are still being decided upon what school is going to look like. But again, school might have left the building, but still students will be attending school on a daily basis. A little bit of today, I want to talk about the importance of school. As you know, things have been different around here now in our state through masks, the social distancing, what things will look like for our students. It's been a different time, but one of the constants that we still have is the importance of daily school attendance. For the upcoming year, districts, like I said earlier, are still deciding, is it going to be a hybrid learning model? Is it going to be daily school attendance? Is it going to be remote learning? So with this video, I want to give you some of my keys and strategies for you as parents or caretakers and how you can best support your students. One of the first things I'd like to recommend is please take a look at your district's remote learning plan. During this, they will give you a variety of modalities in which they will be providing educational services to your students for this year. Like I said earlier, some districts are doing completely remote learning. Some districts are doing a combination of both hybrid, students attending classes, but then also taking classes online. Look at some of the key things you might need to do before your student even attends school, such as self-certification, making sure they don't have a fever, making sure they don't have COVID symptoms. Your district's outline what those things will be and how you will have to self-certify. Most importantly, though, is making sure that we do show up to school. What I can tell you is the education is important, especially during this time. So if your students are attending school, making sure they're safe, making sure they're wearing their masks, that they have a mask available, making sure you answer any questions they may have. This is an unprecedented time in our country, and as parents, you're able to help your children navigate these difficult times. So one of my second recommendation is to make sure you have that nighttime routine. This is if your student is attending school or if they're taking classes online. Know what bedtime's going to look like. In the morning, knowing what that's going to look like. Set up a morning wake up time. Talk about what breakfast is going to look like. Talk about what getting on the bus may look like. If your student is doing remote learning, what are our morning routines? You know, making sure kids are taking showers in the morning, making sure they're getting dressed. I know some of us in the business world are wearing athletic shorts and then a polo to work, but making sure our kids are getting dressed for the day. And my third tip is making sure students have a quiet area in which they're able to complete their work. As we know from some of us working at home, it's a distracting environment. We have the television, we have the dog, we have other siblings. For me, I have two little ones running around the house, and it can be distracting doing work. So being able to find a calm, quiet area that is a educational environment for your students is imperative. And I think the fourth most important thing is just daily attendance. What is that going to look like? Like I said earlier, for some of our students, it's going to be physically going to the building, but others, it's going to be logging on through an online platform, you know, making sure that you're able to log on through our students' Chromebook, making sure we have Wi-Fi or a hotspot for our students. But the biggest thing is just getting to the class through either a online platform or just attending in person. And my fifth thing is parents, you are your child's first teacher. And most importantly, in my opinion, you're your child's best teacher. You got this. It's a difficult time right now. I completely understand. And we don't have an instruction manual on how to help our children during this COVID era, but I can tell you, you got this. You can do it. We have administrators at our school that are ready to support you. Our teachers have been preparing for these past few months to make sure they're able to provide the best education they can to your children. And most importantly, you got this. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. Nobody said this is going to be easy, but at the end of the day, we're going to get through this. And, you know, if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. My email's J, the letter J, and then Axelson, Axelsen, at Kane kaneroe.org, or you can give me a call on my work cell phone number, 630-669-8208. And if there's anything that I can do to help you during this time to navigate the COVID waters, please reach out to me and I'll be glad to help you. Thanks and have a fantastic year.